Let's be honest, we've all been there. You're grinding through a tough project, maybe learning a new software or studying for a new certification exam. You hit a brick wall, you're stuck, and the frustration is mounting. 10 years ago, you'd have no choice but to spend the next 3 hours digging through documentation, testing theories, and slowly, painfully figuring it out. Today, you open up another tab, paste the problem into a chatbot, and bam, there's the answer. The exact formula, the perfect line of code. It feels amazing. You've just bypassed hours of struggle and jumped straight to the solution. You're blazing through your work, checking off boxes, and feeling like you're miles ahead of the pack. But this feeling of efficiency is a dangerous illusion. You're completing tasks, but you're not building skills. You're getting answers, right? But you're not gaining understanding. The AI gives you the what, but it robs you of the why. It hands you the key, but doesn't teach you how the lock actually works. In the race for a quick win, people are adopting AI tools to get the fast answers. This habit, this seemingly innocent need for speed, rewires your brain to seek the path of least resistance. It trains you to be the answer copier, not a genuine problem solver. And in any profession, that distinction is the difference between being an asset and being the weakest link. So let's fast forward. Your quick work has got you noticed. Congratulations, you landed the promotion. You're now a key player on a major project team. It's the day of a massive product launch, the culmination of months of work. But suddenly, an alert lights up on your monitor. The critical system you helped design is failing under the customer load. This isn't a drill. The entire launch is now at risk. Your manager is on the line, your heart is pounding, and you're the first responder. This is the moment you've been waiting for. You remember a similar issue from a practice run, so frantically you type the incident details into your trusty AI assistant. The AI, trained on a mountain of general data, gives you a textbook answer. Restart the servers, check the logs, scale the resources. But here's the problem. The failure itself is caused by a subtle, undocumented interaction between your company's proprietary system and a new third-party service. The AI suggestion is generic and completely lacks context. It's a hammer, but you're looking at a screw, and you freeze. The AI can't help you now. It can't understand the nuances of your specific environment. It can't weigh two bad options. It has no creativity, no intuition. Those are human skills. The very skills you were supposed to build during those long hours of struggle. But you took the shortcut. You never built the mental muscle memory. You never felt the pain of a wrong turn and the triumph of figuring out why it was wrong. You outsourced your critical thinking, and now, in the moment of truth, you have nothing to draw on. This is a fundamental gap in competence, born from a dependency on a tool you thought was making you better. While you're paralyzed, the problem is getting worse. Every second you waste costs your company money and reputation. Your manager is asking questions that you can't even answer. You're exposed, not just as someone who doesn't have the solution, but as someone who doesn't even know how to start finding it. That scenario isn't just a scare tactic. It's the logical conclusion of breaking a learning process. Relying on AI for instant answers isn't just a bad habit. It's actively undermining how your brain is supposed to learn. Think of it like building a muscle. To get stronger, you need resistance. The strain is what causes the muscle to rebuild, stronger than before. The struggle is the process. When you ask an AI for an answer, you're asking someone else to lift the weight for you. You see the result, but your muscle did none of the work. You don't get any stronger. Cognitive science has a term for this. It's called desirable difficulty. Learning is the most effective when it's hard. The mental effort it takes to recall information and grapple with a problem is what forges strong, lasting neural pathways. This cognitive offloading, delegating your thinking to an external tool, can lead to the erosion of your own skills. In fact, some studies using brain scans have found that participants using AI for complex tasks showed significantly lower brain engagement than those who worked through the problem on their own. Their brains were literally doing less work. This leads to a dangerous atrophy of critical thinking. You lose the ability to analyze, to infer, to strategize. While AIs can be flawed, the real issue is that human experts provide context, creativity, and judgment, which are skills that AI simply cannot replicate. By taking the shortcut, you are skipping the very part of your development designed to build those exact skills. The goal isn't to be the person who can get an answer from AI. The goal is to be the person who knows when AI is wrong. And you can't do that if you've never built the foundational knowledge yourself. So, do we ditch AI altogether? No way. That's like a carpenter throwing away their power saw because it's too dangerous. The solution isn't to reject the tool. It's to use it with skill and purpose. The message is not, don't use AI. It's use AI the right way. This is about making AI work for you, not the other way around. Here's how. First, use AI as a sparring partner, not an answer key. Instead of asking, what's the solution to this problem? Change your prompt. Try, I have this business proposal. Act as a skeptical board member and suggest 3 potential weaknesses. This forces you to think critically. Or, after you've written a project plan, tell the AI, review this plan for logistical flaws, but don't give me the corrected version. This makes AI a tool for verification, not a replacement for your own effort. You're still lifting the weight. Secondly, use AI as a tutor to go deeper. After you've solved the problem on your own, then you turn to AI, but not to check your answer. You use it to expand your understanding. AI can act as a partner guiding you through questions to stimulate critical thinking. Ask it powerful follow-ups. I solved this using method X. What are the other 2 methods? And what are their pros and cons? Or something like, explain the underlying principle this solution depends on. This transforms the AI from a cheat sheet, which is what it is, into an infinite interactive textbook that follows your curiosity. Third, use AI for automation, not cognition. This is what the pros do. They use AI for repetitive, low-level tasks that drain mental energy. Use it to draft boilerplate sections of a report. Use it to summarize long research articles into bullet points. Use it to generate spreadsheet formulas you already know how to write, but don't want to type out for the 10th time. By offloading the drudgery, you free up your brain power for what really matters. Strategic thinking, creative problem solving, and making critical decisions when the pressure is on. At the end of the day, AI is a powerful amplifier. It will make a knowledgeable professional faster and more effective, but it will make a novice more dependent, more fragile, and ultimately a liability. The shortcut feels good in the moment. It really does. But it builds a career on a foundation of sand. The real lasting value you bring to a team isn't your ability to find an answer quickly. It's your ability to function when there is no textbook answer, when the AI is confused and when everything's on fire. That resilience is forged in struggle, not in shortcuts. So, choose to struggle. Choose to build the muscle. Use AI as your gym equipment, not a chauffeur. Because the goal isn't to be the person who can get an answer from AI. It's to be the person with the expertise to know when AI is wrong.